Everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can create EKS cluster in AWS environment with the help of Terraform script. So I've already mentioned my all the script within my this repo. So under Terraform repo you will find the EKS creation folder, and there you will find the Terraform script for EKS. So here is the main.tf file. So here I'm creating more than 5 to 6 resources for creating our EKS cluster. So I'll also show you how, like, what this resources will do and how we will use this resources in our cluster. So let's get started. So I've already copied the script in my visual editor. So here, as you can see, here I'm using the data source. So what this data source will do, it will fetch the IP address of my current machine and save it to this variable data.http. So here you will find your IP address of your machine, and with the help of local variable I am attaching that IP address with the 32. So like, now you will ask why you are like fetching your machine IP address. So what I'm doing here, as you can see in the security group, I'm taking the reference of that. So that IP address will have access to the EKS cluster. So yeah, so and after like creating security group, I will attach the security group to the EKS cluster. So my machine IP address will have the access to the EKS cluster. So yeah, that is the use of this data source. So it's on you, it's up to you. You can use other IP address also. Okay, so here output, I am in the output resource. I'm fetching the fetching the subnet ID. So as you can see here in the second para, I'm also using the data source for the subnets. So so as you can see, I'm filtering out my subnets with the help of name. So as you can see, pub star. So when you go to the AWS console, and when you go to the VPC, go to the subnet, here you will find 3 subnets. So what you can do, you can give the name as pub1. Okay, then save it. Pub2, save it, and then pub3 and save it. So what this will do, it will like it's kind of a regex. So what it will do, it will find the name starting with pub, and whatever subnet which will start with pub, it will take those subnets ID and put it into this data source. So yeah, and here I'm printing those subnets ID with the help of output. Okay, now here I'm creating the security group for our EKS cluster. So as you can see in ingress, I'm putting the value of my machine IP address. Okay, so as you can see, local.workstation external ID. So as you can see, local.workstation external CIDR. So this will put the IP address of the machine, and this is the outbound role, okay, which is already allowed by any IP address. Here I'm giving the name of the security group. So it is going to be the cluster name -sg. Okay, now here I'm creating the role for the cluster. So as you can see here, I'm creating the cluster role, and I'm also attaching the assume role policy to that role. And after creating the cluster role, I'm here attaching the policy, cluster policy, to that to this IAM role. As you can see here, resources IAM role policy attachment, and as you can see the policy here, and this is Amazon EKS cluster policy, and I'm attaching this policy to the above role. As you can see, I am taking the reference of the above role. So yeah, and then I'm creating the cluster. So here is the actual resource for creating a cluster. So here I'm taking the name of the cluster with the help of variable, and here I'm attaching the role. Here is the role ARN, and here I'm giving the VPC configuration. So as you can see here, I'm giving the subnets ID, and here are the endpoints private access and the private public access. So this EKS cluster is private cluster. So as you can see, if the private access is true, it's mean that is a private cluster, or like, and for like if you only want to create private cluster, then you also have to mention the public access to false. So then only a Terraform will create the private cluster only. Okay, now here I'm attaching the security group as we have created in the above resource here. Okay, now after creating the EKS cluster, I'm creating a role for a node. So as you can see here, I'm creating a role for a node, and then I'm also attaching the assume role policy to that node role, and then I'm attaching a policy to the role node. So node role. So here as you can see the policy name, I'm attaching the Amazon EKS worker node policy, then Amazon EKS CNI policy, and then EC2 registry policy to the node role. Okay, and then after creating the node and attaching the policy to that, I'm creating a node node, okay, for the cluster. So as you can see, I am giving the cluster name, so this node will create for this cluster name, and then I'm giving the node group name, and here I'm mentioning the node role ARN as we have created above, and then I'm giving the subnet ID also, and here is the scaling config. So here you can mention the desired size, maximum size, and the minimum size, and instance type, it's on you, whatever machine type you want for your cluster, so you can mention here. So I believe that I will create like the I'm going to mention the instance type as t2.micro, and after this I'll show you the content of the variable.tf. So here I'm like using the 5 variables. One is for the region, second one is for the VPC ID, third one is for the cluster name, and fourth one is for the node group name, and the fifth one is for the node instance type. So yeah, VPC ID we are using it in, I'll show you where we are using. So we are using it in a subnet ID. Okay, like for using this data source, we have to mention the VPC ID also. So the Terraform will first go to this VPC ID and find out the subnets which is tagged with this VPC ID. That's why we are giving the VPC ID here. And for creating the security group, we also have to use the VPC ID. When you create manually also, you have to give the VPC ID. So yeah, here we are using the VPC ID, and yeah, that's it. Then the cluster name, so in the cluster resource group you'll find this cluster name. So here I'm giving the cluster name, here I'm giving the node name, and here I'm giving the instance type. Okay, so yeah, and I have mentioned only 2 files, so you have to create a one more file that is provider.tf. So providers.tf, you have to also create this file, like for the authentication and for initialization of your AWS. So here you have to write provider, and here you have to give AWS, and under the curly bracket you have to mention the region. We can take this from the variable region. Okay, and then here you have to also provide the access key and the secret key. Okay, so our so now I'm going to create a access key and the secret key. So I'll go to the IAM. Now you have to go to the my security credentials and then go down. Here you'll find access key option. So I've already created the 2 access keys, so I'm going to delete the first one and I will create the new one. So I'm going to create a new access key. Okay, here I have created, and I'm going to copy this access key and going to save it here. And I'm also going to paste the secret key, and make sure to delete this credential after your work is done. So I'm also going to delete this keys after this video. Okay. Now you have to open your terminal, and here you have to do the Terraform init. We'll face some error, I'm sure of that, and we will fix it. Then only we can learn the Terraform and we can work with the Terraform easily. So it successfully initialized. Now what I will do the Terraform in validate whether to check whether our configuration or the script is correct or not. So Terraform validate. So it's giving us one warning, this is not an error, so we can go ahead. So the subnet data source is deprecated. So okay, so now do the Terraform plan. So here it is showing us that no matching EC2 subnet found. Okay, we'll see. So here in the main.tf there's a pub star, and here go to the VPC and check the name of the subnets. pub1, pub2, pub3. Okay, so it will take all the 3, it should take the all 3 subnets. Okay, so on the line number 9. Okay, and we'll check here we are in the Mumbai region, so in the provider where.region AP South one is here. Okay, I believe that VPC ID is wrong. Yes, so yeah, you have to copy the correct VPC ID and paste it here. That's why it is like looking into the wrong VPC, that's why we are getting this subnet error. So again do the Terraform plan. Now we can go with the Terraform apply. As you can see, we will get the subnet output also, as we are using the output here, that's why we got this result. Okay, so it will create 9 resources for us, as you can see, 9 to add. And now we will do the Terraform apply. Now the Terraform will create some time to create a EKS cluster in our AWS environment. So I believe that it will take 20 minutes. Yeah. So yeah, minimum is 20 minutes. If you create it manually, it will also take the 20 minutes only. So yeah. So you have to wait. Our cluster is got created successfully. So as you can see the logs, it took something around 9 minutes 30 seconds to create our cluster. Then after creating the cluster got created successfully. So as you can see the logs, it has created the nodes. Took something around 9 took minutes 30 seconds to create our cluster. Then after creating the cluster, so I think it is approximately 15 to 16 minutes created the Terraform and to create the whole cluster for 5 minutes 50 seconds to create the nodes. So I'll show you the approximately 15 to 16 minutes AWS Terraform took to create the whole cluster for us. Go to the EKS now service. I'll show you this cluster in our AWS. Here you will find the R cluster. Okay, so go to the EKS service. That's how you can create a cluster for your AWS environment with here you will find the R cluster. So if you will face any kind of issue or any kind of error, please that's how you can create a cluster in the comment section and AWS environment with reply to your query. So if you will face any kind of issue or thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know in the comment section and I will reply to your query as soon as possible. So thank you so much for watching my video. So yeah, bye.